Hi, welcome to Coffee Chat. This week we have been talking about mastering our inner dialogue because how we speak to our selves really shapes the world that we create around ourselves, for ourselves and for our children. We often think that the loudest voices in our lives are the ones that come from the outside, but truthfully, the most powerful one is the one inside your head. This week, we're noticing that voice, not to judge it, but to get curious about it and what it's been repeating and who it learned from. So, what is inner dialogue really? It's the ongoing stream of thoughts and beliefs and self-talk that shapes our responses, our reactions, and our very sense of self. For many of us, this voice is on autopilot. It's inherited, absorbed, or formed through childhood survival strategies. So it's funny because this week I've been thinking a lot about, what that is and what we're trying to do here with our inner dialogue. We're very much in this space, in the cycle breaker space, working towards creating an environment and a culture in our homes that feels safe so that our children and we can thrive because the world outside is so tearing. In our homes, we need to make sure that we're not part of that tearing. So, but the outside world also is shaping and forming our children in different ways. So, a really solid foundation at home is crucial. It just is. But that means that we really need to work on this inner dialogue. So, where does it come from, this inner dialogue? It comes from the internalized voices of caregivers, teachers, peers, and even past traumas. It can also come from positive learned experiences. And so our inner dialogue can be trained to be something different. It also comes from old stories, protective beliefs like I have to be perfect to be loved, to not lose something that's important to me. And so those beliefs that we give legs to need to be protected. And so that inner dialogue can be pretty harsh. Why does understanding our inner dialogue matter as a cycle breaker? Because I want you to be really proud that you're a cycle breaker. Is we can't model emotional safety for our children while living inside self-criticism. It's going to come off fake. They're not going to believe us. We're not going to believe us. Our tone with ourselves becomes the tone in our home. So you can't simply use a beautiful, loving, warm tone with your children while you're tearing yourself down or your partner, and vice versa. It just won't work. They're still learning, and that becomes their inner dialogue. So, how do we change it? We change it through awareness first, noticing when your voice gets harsh or shaming. Just notice. Practice gentle reframing, not that toxic positivity, but gently asking yourself, wow, do I need to be that harsh? Choosing a compassionate language to use on yourself especially in moments when you're stressed or you perceive failure or that you've messed up in somehow. It's really, really important. So this week, I'm going to give you some questions, and I'm going to put exactly this inside the post for you as well. Some reflection questions for yourself. We can either talk about it right here in the school platform by commenting below, or you can simply journal. These are the 4 questions. 1, when you're overwhelmed or triggered, what does your inner voice usually say? 2, can you trace that voice back to someone or somewhere? It's important we need to know where it comes from in order to handle it. 3, what's one phrase or belief you'd love to retire from your inner voice dialogue? And 4, what do you want your children to say to themselves in hard moments? What would it take for you to say that same thing for yourself? That is all I have for you today here with Coffee Chat. I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful week. Rest of the week, it's Thursday. Please plan to join me on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Calm Before the Monday. That's where, with intention, we plan our week ahead so that we're not going into the week haggard and hassled and sort of not sure how we're going to get it all done. With intention, we can get all of this done together. I hope you're doing well. If you need anything or need to understand a little bit more about how our school works, reach out and let me know. If you have not already done so, go to the Classroom tab. Click on the first Start Here section. There are several little subcategories within that section. Start in the very beginning and work your way through. If you need anything, I am always here for you. All right. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.